Well, Ross, thanks very much for joining us. It started so well,
didn't it? Just thought we come out. We looked comfortable. We looked confident. Obviously, we get not just the penalty, but we get a number of other opportunities, if you like. Obviously, I think we hit the post, didn't we? And we looked to threat. And it's those moments really that I think if we're really going to kick on and really be in and around where we want to be, we've got to show a more ruthless streak. We can't afford to lose our men in the box to let them back in it. But I think it wasn't just the way in which the goal went in, it was the fact that we sort of ended up becoming a little bit like, oh, that one never happened, we never scored there, so now what? Rather than keeping that focus and ruthless attitude, if you like, to go and put a team away, which is what we should have done.
Because the manner in which both goals were conceded would be so disappointing.
Yeah, I don't watch the goals back until I watch the game back, but I know the first one was across from down this side, and we talk about this team get the ball wide and want to put balls into the box, so we need to make sure that we mark, and we've worked on that this week in training in terms of make sure that we defend our box, which is something that we've done fairly well in the last few weeks. So that's disappointing, and then I just remember the fact that it's a sloppy throw on, which we didn't deal with well enough, didn't get set up quick enough, and then allow people to run off of us, and the ball goes through people's legs, and I don't think Lawrence can do much about it. So extremely disappointing. But for me, like I say, the biggest disappointment is we didn't show that real desire and attitude to go and really kick on and put a team like this to the sword.
Because there was a frustration, and that was indicated by the number of yellow cards that the O's picked up, particularly in that second half.
Yeah, we've just said about that in there, that we've our reaction to ourselves, to poor moments from a referee, to things not going our way, has to be better. We haven't performed to the level for the first 20 minutes today. I thought we did. I thought we got going a little bit early in the second half, and but when it's not on our terms, we've got to show that little bit more discipline, and for me, the focus, to come to a place like this and say, right, okay, we were dogged last week, we were this, we were that, we showed qualities to go and get a win. Well, let's come here today and really show that we're ready to impose ourselves. And like I say, I think we've done it in a couple of moments in the second half, and certainly in the first 20 minutes. But when it doesn't go your way, we've got to be a bit more focused and a little bit more disciplined.
Dan Johnson's been outstanding this season, but it's the second time he's missed from the spot.
Yeah, I think what is easy to do is for people to say, oh, I should have changed him, but we didn't when Lee missed his one early in the season, and it proved well that when Lee stepped up the second time, he scored. I think what I love about Danny Johnson is he keeps going, he's relentless, he's our top goal scorer, he's a man in form, he's confident. He wanted to take the penalty again, so there was by no means any uncertainty, I suppose, with regards to Danny stepping up. So disappointing for him, because it was an opportunity for him to add to his tally, and it would have certainly helped us in terms of our start to the game. But I don't think we can be too downbeat on Danny Johnson.
Weren't too many positives, but at least it saw Lee Angol back after that hamstring injury.
Yeah, positives. More minutes out on the pitch for Ruel Sotiriou, more minutes for Craig Clay, and yes, good to get Lee back out there. He's going to need some time to get up to scratch. We don't have the luxury of playing reserve team football at the moment, so everything that we're doing with the players on a physical level is in training or in a game like this, which isn't ideal, but all the same, we've got those boys back out there today, and it makes us stronger having those more options to pick from.
And you're going to have to have those options for Tuesday night, and there'll be the faithful, at least 1,000 of them, back at the Braille Group Stadium. And
it's positive news, Dave. It's great. Come here again today, and it's a little bit quiet, and don't quite get going. I went to Cambridge on Tuesday night, where there was a few more. I think it was 2,000 at the Cambridge Mansfield game, and it was just nice to hear people's voices in the stadium. I think. To see people back. I've had a couple of text messages from people today thinking that they're going to be successful in the ballot, so yeah, be delighted to see a few people back at that game and help us get prepared for when more people, more bodies are allowed back into the ground to support us.
So how are we going to approach that one, Ross?
Seriously, because what we've got to be, Dave, is we can't be a win 4, lose a couple, draw 1, win 3 team. I want more from my team. I want more from us as a club to aspire to have that focus. We're not going to play well every week. We're going to have to go and be dogged and win games of football in a little bit of a similar fashion to last week. So I want us to aspire to be more. So my message to everybody is let's not get too down. I know last time we lost a couple of games in the league, there was people calling for people's heads and panicking and where are we going to end up. and then we showed what we're about. So we know we can be capable. It's a case of disappointment today, anger and disappointment from myself and the staff and the players, and I'm sure the supporters as well. But let's get refocused. Let's come ready for Tuesday night to take it seriously, to give ourselves the opportunity to win against a good team, but show that we aspire to be a little bit more than today's performance probably reflected.
You've got some tough games coming up.
Yeah, we have. But shows today that a team like Scunthorpe, who haven't had a great start to the season, shows that everybody can beat mostly everybody can beat each other at this level. So you have to respect everyone. You have to be ready to win games in a different fashion and be ready to perform against either the teams at the top or the teams in the middle or the bottom. It's a relentless task in League Two, but that's where we are and what we're aspiring to be. So we need to make sure that we use the Bristol Rovers game as a real opportunity to build and get that good feeling back.